Vinyl community, welcome back. This is Hubtunes. I am Mike. It is concert review time. Bear with me. I am fighting a pretty nasty cold last couple of days. I think the weather here in Chicago is starting to change and everything is like all starting to bloom a little bit. We've had a couple of days in the 60s. We actually had one day in the kind of like in the mid 80s, but then the next day it was like 40. So I've just been fighting this. I'm going to try and get through this without losing my voice, but I wanted to get this video done. And here we go. I went to see one of my favorite bands a couple weeks ago. This is actually delayed, this review. I went to see Spoon. Great band. It is hard to believe this band has been around for almost 30 years. Jeez, wow. It absolutely blows my mind that this band has been around for so long. Only two original members still in the band after 30 years. But what a powerhouse band. I absolutely love them. I'll start. In 2002. Does that sound right? Yeah, probably about 2002. My partner and I at the time, we lived just south of where I am now. We had a Chicago 2-flat, kind of like a typical one large unit on the first floor, a large unit on the second floor, one doorway, stairway goes up, stairway goes, Chicago 2-flat. We had neighbors upstairs, and they were wonderful people, and we used to go up there every once in a while just to hang out, have dinner and stuff. And one night we went up, and he was playing this record, Spoon, Kill the Moonlight. He was playing the CD, and it had just come out, and I had never heard of this band before. And he put it on, and I was like, what the fuck is that? That is some crazy-ass noise. I fell absolutely head over heels with this album. This is, to this day, in my probably top 15 records of all time. And I just love it. I absolutely love it. Blown away. Kind of rock, but simplistic rock, but just the noise they created with their instruments on this record, a little punky in some points. The opening song "Small Stakes" just blew me away. Absolutely blew me away. It was Small Stakes was a fairly big hit, I believe, like in the indie circles, back then. Great album. I This is what did it for me. I fell in love with this album, and I love this to this day. I'm absolutely head over heels for this record. So then I went and bought their previous album, which is Girls Can Tell. Another really solid record. There's a great song. Fitted Shirt is on here. Night in Chicago. Just a really cool record. And then I, of course, being the concert person I am, I went to see them at least 2 or 3 times on that tour. They are a touring band. Back then, they were touring all the time. And then they followed up that album with this album, which, Give Me Fiction, which is absolutely fantastic. This is a wonderful record. Great follow-up. They toured like crazy with this record. I bet they toured for 2 years with this record. It was a huge hit for them in the indie circles. Actually, this may actually be their most popular record. I could be wrong. Please comments below. But great record. I bet I saw them 3 or 4 more times on this tour. I actually won tickets for their album release party here in Chicago at the Chicago Metro. And there was only about 200 people in the place that you had to win the contest to go or be a VIP. And it was a night sponsored by Jack Daniels. I remember that. And they played this whole album and then a couple songs from the previous few. And great time. I mean, it was Jack and Cokes all night and this band in a small club. The club is small and it was empty. It was great. Absolutely fantastic night. So I saw them a lot on this tour. By the way, and I'm also going to say, this is not their first album. They also had, I believe, an EP and a full album. This is not their first album. They had an EP and a full album before this, which I don't have. A Series of Snakes, and I forget the other one. but I don't have those two on vinyl. So I didn't talk about them because I don't have them, but they do exist, and they're a little more raw. They're very punky, really good stuff. I've heard them many times. So anyway, I saw them a lot on this tour, and then the follow-up album. Yeah, this was the follow-up to that. This is Gaga Gaga. I think I got enough gauze there. Great artwork. I love this cover. Not as good as the previous record, but still a solid record. And this was a great tour. I saw him at the Vic on this tour in Chicago. Really good tour. Great album. And then I had seen him so many times. I kind of like, they would come to town and I was like, I can pass. I can spend my money on somebody else. They released this album. This is Transverence. Probably my least favorite record of theirs, but I was listening to it the other day, getting ready for this video and the concert, and it's got some good stuff on it. It's pretty good. I saw The Light. I Got Nothing. There's some okay songs on here. I remember when it came out, I was not crazy about it, and maybe that's why I didn't go see him as much. So there we go, losing the voice. So this came out, and then there was another album in between this, which I do not own. Oh God, cold medicine is hitting me. I do not remember the name of it, but it's like $120 on eBay and Discogs. I do not own that record. And then this album came out, and this is called Hot Thoughts, and I am probably in the minority as far as Spoon fans go. I like this record. They kind of more layered sounds. They a lot more keyboards, a little more instrumental stuff, a little more complicated. Their music is very simple. It's very simple. I mean, if you listen to an album like Kill the Moonlight, it's just straightforward, simple sounding rock. See? Okay. So this is Hot Thoughts. A little more complicated composition wise. I actually like it. I think the title track of this is awesome. Absolutely love it. Okay, guys. Should I just start this over? I really don't want to start this over. Okay. So that album came out, I think it was 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago. I still had not seen him live since my original foray into the band. And then this came out this year. This is their new album, Lucifer on the Sofa. This is an absolutely fantastic record. This is Spoon back to, I don't want to say they going back to their basics, but it kind of is. The songwriting on here is absolutely terrific. They open with the song Held, which is a Bill Callahan Smog cover, and it's wonderful, absolutely wonderful. The whole thing rocks. This record goes all the way through, straight through. Awesome record. Probably my favorite record of the year so far. Oh, I bought this shirt too. So great new album. The show is billed with a wonderful New York singer-songwriter who I've seen many times, Margaret Glaspie. This is her album, Emotions and Math. And it is, okay, should I just stop this? Jesus. I thought I could get through this. I really thought I could get through this. This is Margaret Glaspie, Emotions and Math. She's a terrific singer-songwriter. I believe she's out of Brooklyn. Really cool lady. I've seen her acoustic and electric now. I saw her acoustic once, and I've seen her electric now twice. She opened, really solid opener. Really cool lady. I really enjoyed her. And it seemed like most of the crowd did too. But back to this. Absolutely wonderful. Great show. Did a nice career retrospective of all their stuff. They have a tight band. I guess that's one way to describe them. They are really tight. And they did a little jamming, they would go off a record, a little bit, but absolutely terrific. You guys, if they are coming to your town, go see Spoon. They are great. Go see them. Great rock band. I got to end this because I'm dying. Bye.